Finally, I've moved to Bangkok. Today, on what is my first proper day living in Bangkok, I want to show you my condo. What can you get for $700 living right in the heart of Bangkok? I want to show you one of my favorite restaurants for authentic Thai food, somewhere you don't want to miss, and much, much more. So join me on what is my first day here in this amazing city. First up, I want to show you my apartment, my condo here in Bangkok. Now, I haven't got one for the full 12 months yet. I've actually just rented a place for a month because what I want to do is explore the different areas, really understand which area I want to be in. For the first month, I've based myself in an area called Ari. Look at what you can get for $700 right here in Bangkok. So welcome into the living space. This is a 35 square meter condo. You get bigger ones and you get smaller ones in this apartment, but this is the 35 square meter one. You come straight into the lounge. I have a sky kitchen one. So the kitchen overlooks the view, and that means the lounge is next to the entrance. So you have sofa with the TV, of course with my channel on in front of it, little bit of storage around the TV, good Wi-Fi, fast Wi-Fi is like 700 megabits a second, which is ridiculous, upload and download. You have your aircon in here, and that's important, washing machine, and dryer as well, so that's good. And then you have all of your other laundry things in here, ironing board. Into the kitchen space, there's also a fan, which is great. Into the kitchen space, big fridge freezer. You have a little bit of a kitchen area. 2 hobs, that's generally all that comes, 2 hobs. A microwave, so if you do want to reheat anything. Coffee machine, kettle, and a few bits and bobs for it. This is the sky bar. So you get the sky bar here, you can sit here and eat, and you can see the view outside to the view of Bangkok. Now this one faces north. It's not perfect. It's not the best view in the property. We'll show you that later, but it's still pretty nice, I must admit. And the benefit of facing north, if you're thinking about it, I think in Europe you want to face south because you want that southern sun. You want to have the warmth. But here, actually, the bills, the electricity bills I was reading are cheaper if you face north or east because you get less sun pounding the property, so you can reduce your bills. But I've got to be honest, south in this building has the best view. So when we go to the rooftop, I'll show you that because there's way more than just this condo that you get here when you rent in Bangkok. So you definitely want to see that. And then into the bedroom. The bedroom is actually an okay size. I mean, for one person, it's completely fine. Nice big bed, comfortable bed. There is space for another TV, but sadly, they don't have that. My bag has turned up, so I've unpacked. I've got my little memorabilia. This is what Leah made me. And a few little bits and bobs that I've brought along with me. But the bed is fine, although I've got to let you guys know, in Asia, the beds are pretty hard, so it's a hard bed, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. In terms of storage space, you have a little dresser with a few drawers I've got stuff in, lamp, you can get yourself ready, put your makeup on if you need to. You have, well, it's not a lot, but it's enough for one person, I think. Storage space here. I mean, if there was more than one of you, you might want a little bit more. But bedside table, there's more storage underneath the bed, and then you have the bathroom. So bathroom, you've got one basin with mirror, you've got shower, two parts of the shower. You've got the rain shower, let's say, and then you have the bottom shower as well. Then you have the bathroom area, and this does shut off, so you can have privacy, right? You don't have to watch someone on the toilet whilst you're taking a shower, but toilet. And then, of course, here in Asia, you've got the bum gun. And yes, okay, it goes down into the drain in the side. I'm not just spraying it. And then you come back out into the lounge. So what do you think? For $700, all bills are included. So you have the electricity, the water, the internet, and of course, there's more to this place than just the condo itself. You have the pool, you have the gym, you have the workspaces, you have the views, of course. I'm on the 42nd floor, so I'm pretty high up. But if you would like to rent this place, I will leave the link in the description so you can find it and you can rent this place too, because I'm only going to be here a month, so the opportunity is there if you're visiting Bangkok. I already like it. It's dead quiet and it's just a nice condo. Perfect for a one person, I would think. Before I show you the rest, and you really want to see the rest, because I think the pool and those areas upstairs are almost the best part of the condo building. I'm getting a little bit hungry and I want some real Thai food since I've just arrived. So I'm going to go to one of my favorite restaurants for one of the most popular dishes here in Thailand. I'll see you on the bike taxi. Ah, that was fun. Some people think it's dangerous, some people refuse to do it. But let me tell you, once you've done it once, I promise you it will be the only way you want to travel around Bangkok, because it's quick, it's easy, and it's convenient. Takes you from door to door. Anyway, lunch, I promised you, one of the best versions of the most famous dish in Thailand. This is it, original, this says original Pad Kaprao 1993. It is the most famous dish in Thailand, Pad Kaprao, and they do all different types. Every place does all different types. You've got ground pork, you've got crispy pork, you've got beef strips, you've got chicken, shrimp, squid, anything that you like, and usually, as you can see, it's topped with the fried egg. Now, I came here about 4 years ago, and this place, it didn't look like this. It was a little bit smaller. B is still here, the lovely owner is still here, but it's just completely expanded and it's turned into this really cool place. Even the menu has changed, but can you tell who this is? Does it look the same? No?
Yeah.
Of course it looks the same. Look at that, that's cool. When you order, you get to choose your spicy level. So don't worry if you don't like spicy, you get to choose. Normally I go for level 4 or 5, but I think since I'm new, I might drop down to just normal. And then you can choose your eggs. You have the special egg, and hopefully I'll show you that. You have Thai fried egg. Yes, there is a difference. And then you have the super crispy fried eggs. That's cool, that's new. I tell you what, I fancy the crispy pork, but he's just told me it's sold out. So it's either going to be the traditional, which is with pork, or it's going to be with beef. Cooking on hot flame, you can see the gas going there. Pad Kaprao is a street food dish, of course. I've gone with beef, but you've got beef and pork here. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of the meat, weigh it out. Okay, things have changed here. It's now professional since I last left. So it'll go straight into that hot wok, and then he'll get that going. The idea is to get it as, well, cooked, of course, but you want it toasty and crispy on the bottom as well. Lot of action, lot of heat in here. Always amazes me when you walk into these kitchens just how hot it is. I mean, I don't envy him standing here with that heat in this heat, if you see what I mean. Garlic goes in, chili, lots of chili. Well, depending on what level you order. And he continues to cook it. And then we're gonna have the sauces. Normally fish sauce, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and that's where the chili catches my throat. Sizzling away the flavors in there. I can tell because of the smell, guys. Getting rid of all that moisture. It's a dry stir fry, which should be anyway. And then the kaprao. It's the holy basil. You can see it's in the bag here. Vibrant green. In it goes. Oh, there's smoke coming off it as well. That's where the flavor is. Onto the rice. Oh yes. Oh yes. Pad Kaprao with beef looks incredible, and that egg on top. Let me show you the money shot. You want to see this? The egg yolk. Oh. Now what I like to do is turn the egg upside down so it drips onto the meat and drips onto the rice. I cannot tell you how much I have craved this dish. I love Thai food. Thai food is one of the most amazing cuisines in the world, and it's so diverse. But the dish I come back to again and again and again is Pad Kaprao. You might think that Pad Thai is the national dish because it is the national dish. But the dish that I think most Thais come back to and eat again and again and again is Pad Kaprao. And there's a reason for that. I would say that is the national dish of Thailand. But let's try it. Oh my word. It's just the perfect dish, and done almost perfectly, I would say. It's savory, it's spicy, it gives you that real, satisfying flavor in your mouth. It's quick, it doesn't take long to cook at all. You saw it almost in real time, unless you're at a touristy place. Usually it's pretty cheap, and you can find it everywhere. If you're ever wondering what to order at a place, just say Pad Kaprao and they will have it. This one is just so good, and it's that egg really that sets it apart. Well, the quality of the beef, but the egg as well, that crispiness, the way they do it. I'd never have thought of cooking an egg like that, but that is the way to cook an egg if you want a crispy egg. So good, guys, so good. Out of 10 as a first dish back? Has to be 10, doesn't it? Genuinely, smashing 10 out of 10. Doesn't happen very often. One of the big reasons of me coming to Bangkok is the food. And that's exactly why. Just something so simple, but watching it being cooked is so exciting. It gives me such a buzz. So food is definitely going to play a big part on this channel. Although we're not just going to be a food channel in Thailand. We're going to travel and we're going to explore Thailand and the whole of Asia. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss my videos. And hopefully you're going to enjoy the adventures as we settle into Thailand and we start to explore Bangkok and the country and the surrounding countries as well. I'm looking forward to it, so I hope you are too. Anyway, I need to go and sort something out at the shopping mall. So I'm gonna stroll over there and I'll pick up with you guys. I think it will blow your mind. Right, I've come to ICONSIAM shopping mall. I actually came because I need to get the SIM card sorted on my phone. So why not come to the shopping mall? But I had to show you and I had to tell you about it. Because shopping mall culture in Bangkok is pretty big, I must say. There's a huge number of them, and they're like community spaces for me. You go to hang out, you go to people watch, you go to eat. There's great food in them, but they're just fantastic. Some of the best I've ever seen in all of my travels. I mean, you tell me, they're just so vast, full of every shop that you could want, full of food, food courts, restaurants, lots of people buzzing with energy. But the other thing is, they have festivals and they have events throughout the year, and they make such an effort. It's just such a sensory experience visiting the shopping malls that, you know, I end up going there almost daily. It's almost like a thing to do in Bangkok. Definitely if you are planning what to do, I'm sure one of the shopping centres would be on your list, probably this one, ICONSIAM. It's beautiful, as you can see, of course, but it's also famous for its street food area on the bottom. I might not eat, but I at least want to show you it. Let me sort my SIM card and I'll see you guys down there. All right, I'm down on the basement floor and it's pretty. It's set out like a floating market. I'm not going to deny it's pretty. I'm not sure if I would come here specifically to eat my food every night, maybe as a one-off, but it's usually pretty busy and obviously you can find better food elsewhere. But if you're eating street food for the first time, coming to see it here and then you kind of understand what you're looking for, maybe that's a good thing. But it's pretty cool how it's set up as a floating market, but the main area is over here. Geez, but it is just as busy as I remember. Now, the first thing we see, actually some weird stuff. The bugs, the scorpions, the insects. This is what I think everyone thinks people eat here. And it's just not true. It's where the tourists are. That's why you find it here. This is also a weird thing. This I'm not the biggest fan of. So let me tell you what happens here. So you have these live shrimp and they'll be put into a jar with some seafood sauce. And then they'll be jumping around. They're called dancing shrimp because they're jumping around. I'm not the biggest fan. And then you have squid. Again, it's called a squid shot. They'll bite the head off live and the squid will go everywhere. I'm not the biggest fan of these two things, but obviously it's popular on social media. All of the food you could want is here, and that's why I say it's probably quite a good thing if you've never had street food before and you're a little bit shy or scared or not really knowing what to expect. It's all laid out here in English and in Thai, obviously. But you can come, you can eat, sit down. It costs a little bit more, obviously, but you kind of expect that. You've got toilets and aircon and proper seating inside. You can watch them cooking as you would in street food. The smells are good. Wow, look at those tendons, those big beef tendons. Of course, fruit in Thailand. You've got the shakes, coconut, of course, as you would expect. Jesus, these look at that, steaming away. Look at that, steaming away. That's interesting. Octopus, I presume they're grilled. Yeah, they're grilled out back. Slow-cooked pork. As you can see, this place is just a little bit crazy, isn't it? More fruit. My favorite fruit. Not at those prices, 250 baht. But my favorite fruit in the world is that, mangosteen. And maybe the most disgusting fruit in the world is that, durian. Have you ever had it? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it? Energy and chaos, like I said, there's a little show. Let's see it. Let's have a look. Looks like a puppet show. Oh, now these things are good. Coconut pancake. You can see shredded coconut in there in the batter. And then it's cooked off on the hot plate. This will be turned. And then it will be finished like this. So good. So good. It's pretty. The atmosphere is good. It's friendly. It's obviously tourist friendly. I mean, it's pretty much only tourists here, which is why it's not my biggest place to come. However, I had a purpose to come here and I wanted to show you guys, but I'm gonna get back on the taxi bike and I'm gonna show you the rest of my condo because I wanna show you the pool, I wanna show you the gym, and I want to show you the workspaces and the views, because as I said in Thailand, you don't just get the apartment like you do in the West. It's pretty cool. I'll see you there. All right, I'm back at the condo, had a shower, and I want to show you the rest of the things that are available here. It's like I said, I think you're going to be impressed. I'm going to show you the pool last because I think that's the best part, but I've come into the gym. So most condos will have a gym as part of their facilities with all sorts of things in. Now, it's not as good as a gym that you go and pay for, but you have to remember it's free, essentially. It's, well, you pay for it, but it's part of the rental agreement. You've got running machines, you've got exercise bikes. I don't even know what these are called, to be honest. Spaces to do yoga, weights. Now, there's someone in there, so I won't show you too much in there, but you have all different sets of weights and weight machines in there as well. The best thing about it for this one are the views. Let me show you the views. And these aren't even the best views. This view over here faces north. This is actually where my apartment faces. Still pretty special, right? Great view. I think there's a railway station down here, but you get towards the north of Bangkok. 52nd floor now we're on. So that's that one. You can imagine doing your workout there. The other one, this is west. Now imagine being on your treadmill with this view. Will this motivate you? I think this will motivate you a little bit more. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Now the southern view is even better than this. I'll show you the workrooms, then I'll show you the pool and the southern view. Come up to the 53rd floor, even higher, and you get 2 workrooms. Is there anyone in there? No. So this one is more like a meeting room where you can come and hang out and have some meetings with people. Again, you've got the views outside, and then, oh, there's someone in here, so it won't be too loud, but you'll get the point. This is where you can come and relax. Do some work. You've got Wi-Fi up here, and you can work at the desk, you can have meetings. Again, you have those views out there if you'd like, or you can just come and chill on the sofas and relax because there's aircon up here. Imagine if every place in the UK had this. Back on the 52nd floor, and we come to the pool area. Look at this. It's a pretty decent sized pool, I must admit, especially for being this high up. And, well, it's 38 degrees outside. Okay, it's quite refreshing. Haven't been for a swim in there yet, but you get the views. This is the view. You get the view of, well, the center of Bangkok, so you get the most of the skyline views there, but it stretches all the way around. That pool with that view is a little bit special, isn't it? I mean, to be honest, guys, I like this one a lot. I like this one so much that it's making me think maybe I should just stick with this one, but I do want to have a look around. You also have a little relaxing area here where you can sit down and enjoy yourself in the sun. And yeah, another lounge area. It's not bad. As I say, you can get more modern condos. Generally, they're more expensive. And unfortunately, generally they have smaller rooms, right? Like I said, this place has 45 square meter rooms. That's probably what I would go for if I was more long term. But most of them have 30 to 35 square meters for the 1-bedroom apartment. But what do you think? $700 a month via the link in the description. So you can find it there if you want to book it. Of course, it's cheaper if you want to go long term on a proper rental contract, but I would say it's pretty good value. Anyway, I'm going to jump back on the bike, I'm going to go back into town, and I'm going to take you to one of my favorite parks in Bangkok. Maybe the clouds that have come will disappear and we'll have a nice sunset. Either way, it's a stunner. I'll see you guys there. All right, welcome to Benjakitti Park. I was going to come here at sunset, but let's face it, doesn't really look like it's going to happen, is it? So we're here a little early, and it's actually very quiet. Normally, well, when it gets to sunset, I'm sure it will still be the same today, but you'll get all these people coming here and sitting out, kind of like these people are doing now, but waiting for the sunset. You'll also get all the people coming after work and doing their evening exercise when it cools down just slightly. I mean, actually, it's something I didn't forget, but I've been struggling with just a little bit, and that's the heat, of course. It's been 38 degrees since I've got here. Today, with the cloud, is slightly cooler, which is nice, but the humidity is still there. So it's quite nice to have the clouds, I'm not going to lie. I love this park. This is my favorite park in Bangkok. We're in the heart of Bangkok. Actually, just here is one of the busiest roads. Just there is one of the busiest roads in Bangkok, and you can't really hear the traffic at all. But you get these amazing views of the skyline. It reminds me a little bit, not that I've been, but from photos and TV, reminds me a little bit of Central Park, especially when you're at the other end and you see down. But the best thing about it is not this bit. The best thing about it is the forest park over there. So I'm going to show you that. But I think this is something that's quite important when you live in a big city. At least it's important to me, and it's in my thinking of where I want to live, is green space in an urban area. Now, I love nature and I love the bustle of the city. I love those two things. But I would say if you can combine them both, you're onto a winner. Now, Bangkok does have some nice parks, some big parks like this one, but they're not everywhere, and being located near them is quite important. So I like an evening walk. I like at least having a little bit of the feeling that we're away from the traffic. Look at that. Because Bangkok is chaotic. I'm not going to lie, Bangkok is chaotic. And as much as I love the energy, and I do love the energy of it, it's nice to come into a place like this. I'm going to skip over to the first skip. I'm not going to skip, but I'm going to walk over to the forest park and I'll show you that, because if you think this is pretty, look at this. Of course, you still have the tall skyscrapers, but you have this place and you have these mounds of earth which are covered in foliage and trees and all sorts of plants with the water around it and the lilies and the lily pads. Actually, the lilies, some of them are coming out, which is nice. Then you have these raised platforms where you can go. It's obviously very social media friendly as much as anything else. What I love is that you get to hear, and you really do not hear the traffic. You hear birds, you hear wildlife, and that is quite unique in the middle of a massive, massive city. Anyway, the good news is, because we're early, unfortunately, we don't have the sunset, but what we do have time for is a beer. So why don't we go for a beer and we'll wrap this video up. May as well finish off with a beer on my first proper day in Bangkok. Well guys, I think I found a cool spot. It's called the Upper Deck Sports Bar, and it has a terrace on the outside with a pretty cool view. Now, I actually came here the other night whilst I was waiting for my suitcase to arrive. If you didn't see, my suitcase didn't turn up. Business class flight with Emirates, and it didn't turn up. And I was staying by this place and I came out for a beer because I thought I deserved it. I've got myself Beer Lao, one of my favorite beers out here in Asia, if not my favorite. But the spot, you can see, it's right over the road, main Sukhumvit road, so it's super busy. But then you have the BTS line here as well. So every 30 seconds, every few minutes, you get a train come past. Cheers, guys. Cheers to you. Cheers to me for making it here. Oh, that's good. And that is even better. What of you? Not bad, huh? Not a bad way to end the day. I've been not thinking, but I've been trying to be very in tune with how I'm feeling, how I'm, doing whilst I'm here since I came here, because leaving Portugal, leaving Madeira was such a massive thing for me. It was a year in the making in terms of a decision, flip-flopping back and forth. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Obviously, I've decided to do it, but was it the right decision? Who knows? I guess time will tell, and we're going to find out as we create content in this wonderful country. So hopefully stick around for the journey. And all I can say is it feels right. Since I landed, since I came in on the bike taxi from the airport, it just felt good, and seeing my friends again has felt good. It's early days, but time will tell. Anyway, thank you so much. Catch the next video here where we're going to explore more of Ari, the area that I'm staying, and get to know it a little more and see if it is the place that I want to stay before we start exploring other areas. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.